We all know that when we hear a symposium session will be taking place to discuss the laws about turquoise, that this is the question we expect to be answered.
I bought a beautiful piece of turquoise jewelry, and I have people telling me it's not what it was represented as. How do I put that dealer out of business? Who should I call?
But we are here to focus on the people, not just the crime. How does misrepresentation affect a variety of people throughout the turquoise industry? What liabilities do different members of the turquoise industry have? What protections do the laws offer, and how do we use the laws on a daily basis? What solutions and education can be developed and adopted to effectively and positively grow our industry? The questions that follow are to encourage a robust discussion and are asked by computer-generated avatars.
I'm in town for 3 days and want to take home a souvenir, but I want to know what I'm getting. I saw something on the news about fake turquoise jewelry. How can I make sure I don't buy a fake? Can someone tell me where to shop or who to buy from? I wish there was an easy way to know which stores and dealers were following the consumer protection laws, like it's easy to know which restaurants are following the health and safety laws.
As a destination marketing organization, we market for tourists to come visit our destination and shop for turquoise during their visit. Do we have to disclose that some of the turquoise sold in our destination may be imitations? How can we protect ourselves as marketing agencies when our job is to create interest in the product, not to verify the source and quality of that product?
As a jeweler, I work to make my craft the best it can be. More and more of my clients are asking me about the turquoise I set in my jewelry. What am I supposed to tell them? I don't have time to go mine for turquoise. I'm designing and handcrafting jewelry. I have to buy the turquoise from my suppliers. How do I protect my art and my customers?
I'm a hired gun, a high-dollar salesperson. Am I liable when selling turquoise that isn't mine? I'm just selling it. If identification isn't on the tag, how am I supposed to know what it is?
I'm buying turquoise as an investment. Sometimes I spend $10,000, $20,000, or $30,000 on a piece of turquoise. What should my paperwork legally look like to protect my investments from fraudulent dealers?
I have been a jewelry manufacturer and artist employer for over 20 years. The artists that work for me are all Native American and they hand make every piece of jewelry according to the Indian Arts and Crafts Act. But I have competition making machine-made or handmade by non-native artists that sell jewelry to supply the same market as I do. Why aren't their pieces marked and why is there no enforcement to protect my employees? Now I hear that as long as their business is at least 50% Native American owned, they can sell jewelry made by a non-native artist and still call it Native American made? How am I supposed to compete with that?
I subscribe to several publications and love when they have articles on turquoise. I heard that a magazine published pictures of fakes on the cover and called it turquoise. How can that be legal?
I've been dealing in turquoise for 30 years. I have known all of the miners and sell to the best collectors. I have never seen turquoise prices like I do now. What kind of liabilities do I have when selling turquoise for hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars per carat? How do I protect the business that I've spent years building? I am trying my best to follow the laws, but some of them just don't make sense. How do state and federal laws relate to each other? And also, why do laws seem to be followed by some sellers but not others, and they also seem to be enforced on some sellers and not others?
I started collecting turquoise when I was little. Now I want to protect my collection for my kids. How do I make sure that every piece has the right documentation to show what each item is? How do I know the appraiser that I hired is working in my best interest, not their own?
Turquoise is a big industry, and the legal protections and liabilities are very important to the industry's continued growth. We hope that this panel discussion will help us all learn and grow together. We know there are many more questions and perspectives in the industry about the laws. This will more than likely not be the last time a discussion like this needs to take place.